All right, so Southern, because you guys are the finest now. And the best thing about this event is I know in coming here, I'm going to see a lot of dear friends and some folks that we've gotten very close to. And what I want to challenge you guys on, because you know part of this is we're building relationships and all, there's a lot more of you guys that you can get us with. Get them to practices or a game or an event. Get more guys like you connected with our programs athletically and with the university, because you guys are some of the most special people I've ever seen deal with the university. And it's from your heart. And it starts with that Hoosier born, Hoosier bred thing. So as you guys, now y'all don't need to have any more kids. I'm not talking about raising more kids. But we are the third largest alumni group in the country. And let's get more guys, because there's a bunch of you guys out there, and get those guys integrated, because you're probably the most positive, integrated community in our departments. And we appreciate you, we thank you, and we love you. Let's talk IU football. We're coming off of, I appreciate Don giving me that credit for 2 wins, because dog, it was 1-11, it was long. So I appreciate the 2 victories now. I'm gonna add that one to my career record. I feel better about myself. But I don't remember that one. But I remember them. I don't forget those now. So it's been a little struggle from the outside as far as you look at the results, because in the end, the result is the scoreboard. And it's the W's you need, and we got to keep branding and building ourselves to get the W's that our players need, our student body fan base need, and you need. So we've made some strides, and it's about striding and getting there, but we got to get there. It's not horseshoes, it's not about getting close, it's getting there. As we went from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, our program goal has never been about targeting a game, circling an opponent. We have a phenomenal rival. Matter of fact, there's another rival that's got a spittoon that we need sitting here next year, and it's in East Lansing right now, and they got a couple trophies we need to go get, but they got a spittoon that we need to have join that thing. I told Coach Bill to bring, when Anthony played, there's a barrel, and if Coach Stoops will do his part down the other side of the river and we do our part, we'll meet him in Nashville in that Big Ten SEC Bowl, and we'll play for that barrel again and get that thing going. But we got to get some things here to get your trophies up here. But our program goal has been to get better constantly and consistent. You ask our guys what's our goal, they will tell you constant and consistent daily improvement. Coach Crane had a guy come in and speak to his staff, and he was kind enough to let us participate and listen to it. And that was kind of the guy's motto. He said, you're going to need hundreds of thousands of days to get you to where you want to get to. And you need positive, productive days across the board, you know, from every department you've got. So we kind of embraced that hook, line, and sinker. Now, we made some strides, but we got to keep striding to get over the hump. Now, there's a lot of things trending in a positive way, but we're not playing the game on paper. We're going to play it on the field. We got a great schedule set up for you in 14. The team coming back. You got a lot of starters coming back. We went from a team that played a bunch of freshmen, and now those guys are 3rd and 4th year juniors and seniors. So a little bit more experience, a weathered veteran, tried and true. 3 or 4 years of the lifting, conditioning program, etc. On paper, the recruiting efforts or the classes on paper appear to be better. However, there's more 2-star recruits that get drafted and go in the first round than 5 stars. It is also about player development and how we develop our guys. And when Todd and Scott, and I know Tom will say the same thing, talk about Fred and the department's commitment and the school's commitment, it's commitment to give you resources to develop your student athlete. Your mentoring program, your counseling, your tutoring, all those things academically, socially, but then all those things you're doing from nutrition, all those things you're doing in the weight room. And it's not just building a big weight room, but it's putting the people and the support in there to get the product to develop. And as we go through this, it's about player development. So a lot of guys are back, and we're in a big developmental mode right now. Winter was very, very good. The winter is very, very tough. And not because it's a cold winter now. I mean, golly, and we talking about bowls. There's some bowls, I'm talking about palm tree bowls and like beach bowls, sand, because those bowls are a little bit better in December and January than some of those, because we know what that winter is going to be like. Right? So we talking warm weather bowl, right, guys? Y'all going to come with us, right? We're talking warm weather bowl. So I'm intrigued by palm trees and bowl games too. Now, Don, not trying to be too picky. We do want to be that bowl team. But as we are trying to develop, that winter's a grind. It's tough. I don't even like that word grind because it's negative. Everybody's in the grind. The grind. If you grind a knife enough or an axe enough, you'll will it down to nothing. So it's a process. It's preparation, and you've got to, to me, we're building the foundation in winter, spring, and summer that we're going to stand on in the fall. Our season's a 4-quarter deal. We're starting the 3rd quarter now. I liked our winter. It was tough. Put a lot of effort on lifting and getting bigger, stronger. In our league, the first word in Big Ten is big. You need to be big. And big people, there are weight classes in fighting because big people beat up little people. So we want to take all these guys, continue our strength and good development. Got an awesome strength staff, awesome strength coaches that our administration has helped us with, and those guys spend more time with my players than I do. They're lights out in developing our team. So I love our strength staff. I love the winter work. You go through spring ball, 15 practices, very healthy. Healthy where you got to teach your guys how to hit and be physical. We got to tackle better. We got to play better D. It's obvious. We got to run the ball better, and we're pretty good there, but better, more consistent. You got to be physical, but you've got to be smart because you don't want to lose guys as you're preparing guys. So there's a fine line of how to develop toughness, physicality, how to play the game properly, and still grow your team, staying healthy, maturing. Thought we had a heck of a spring. You should put on your calendar. Hoosiers Stereos, and all, I mean, we got multiple people here that participate in that event, right? It's an awesome deal, right? One of the great days here. Our spring game atmosphere is becoming really cool. You need to put that date down. It'll be sometime in mid-April. I don't know the exact Saturday yet, but we're doing a lot of stuff, which is we had a band in the end zone. And we have a free clinic for little kids. You bring your grandkids or your children up from before the game. We had a bunch of former players there. There's just a lot of activities. It's a really fun, cool day. And the nice thing is there's a lot of other spring sports going on at that time too. Golf's going to be in town. Tennis is going to be around the corner. Baseball, softball. It's a great day. So when you're looking for, that weather's kind of breaking, and the good Lord's helped us the last 2 years with 2 beautiful days. That spring game day is an awesome day. We had a great event. We had the largest crowd we ever had. It was awesome. A lot of energy. Gave the guys May off. Now we finished academically, and as coaches, you know, we always talk about all those team GPAs, and I got 100 of them now. It's like, ooh, you know, and there's always a knucklehead or two in that crowd. But we're going in the summer mathematically with everyone, GPA and hours, where we need you to proceed forward. So, I mean, we've done a great job of graduating, and our academics have been, we're even better now going into summer, because as we go into summer, we've got everyone showing up this week, because we're in an 8-week cycle. Summer school really starts next, there's a May session, but I'm starting summer school next Monday. If I start my 8 weeks of summer workouts that we're allowed to do, it would lead up to the first day of practice. So we asked the team to come in Monday, volunteer. Old school rules, old school workouts, own your own with the strength coaches, and come work out this week on your own. So the last week before 2 days, I give you a little bit of break. Let's get your legs back, get your body feeling good before we go 2 days. So we've got 103 guys on campus right now. That doesn't count the 21 freshmen that are showing up Friday for orientation. So we'll have 120, 25 guys training this summer. 105 is my preseason roster, so we've got a great group of guys coming. 18 starters back, a lot of guys I like. So we're into this summer mode. We'll see what summer's about. Leading into fall for you, our fall has 6 home games. We'll start with Indiana State. We'll have and that'll be, we're playing every game on Saturday. I know we played the Thursday kick last year. We're playing Indiana State on Saturday, Labor Day weekend. We'll have a 3-week break with an open date going to Bowling Green in Missouri. So there's only 1 game, and it shuts down to the end of the month. Then we're back-to-back with Maryland. It'll be Maryland's kickoff game in the Big Ten. We need to set a standard. You know, our tradition, we want to start a great tradition there, getting on the right side of the ledger against the quality team of Coach Edsall's team. Those Terrapins coming in. That'll be our Big Ten opener. It'll be Maryland's first Big Ten game ever. We need to officially welcome them the proper way, a Hoosier way, the right way into our league that last Saturday. We'll play North Texas, a bowl team last year, a smaller division team. They beat us several years ago. My first season, we played them the 5th game. So it's Indiana State at home, Maryland at home, North Texas. And then we finish with 3 really good Big Ten games. You got Michigan State in your homecoming game. That'll be a 3:30 kick. We'll finish up with Penn State, and we'll finish up Thanksgiving weekend one more time with Purdue. So we have Penn State and Purdue back-to-back. So it's a challenging schedule. I love the Big Ten East. Our recruiting has been very well on paper. Guys, our recruiting this year is off to a better start than last year. And I can't talk about who they are, but on paper it's better. It's because of the school, the culture we're creating, the league we're playing in, Big Ten East. It's because of your support and our administrative support. So again, I love the program, love the way we're going. Now here's my promise. My promise is this year, we're not going to quote when, you know, let's talk about this now. You guys get those games, we do our tailgate and whatnot. My promise is those 6 games at home, you're going to see one hell of a game. In the last 2 years, you've won 7 games. You've lost a game by 2, 3, 3, 4, and 6. So you got 12 contests at home. You want to see a good football game, you come watch us and strap it up. And here's why I like it. That offense is going to be a little bit better this year. Defensively, we got a lot of players back. And I like the competition and the environment we're creating on defense. We made a change with the coach, but that's not the answer. We have coaches. They'll do a good job. But the change is the environment we're creating on defense that the first couple of years we've missed. And what I think you're going to see this year is not only an offense that's going to be good, but a defense that's going to get them back, get the ball back. And what I need from you, those 6 games, come make a difference in the crowd, because you yelling and screaming for that defense, getting their hair standing up, getting them guys flying around will impact this football game. There was a lot of energy in the building last year. We're a scary football team. We're on the verge of being an excellent football team, and you can make the difference. I think Coach Hebner said a long time ago, Don, right? Crowds win football games. So you get a chance, the most beautiful stadium in the league, a great tailgate game, and listen, guys, there's a hell of a football game going in the stadium.